Ew.
Hi guys! So we have a tag for you guys today. It is the book sacrifice tag. This tag was created by Ariel Bassett over at Ariel Bassett. We will link that video down below. We were tagged by nobody. We just wanted to do it.
We were tagged by everybody.
And nobody. We just blew your mind. Like those commercials. What about a billion times a billion? Or whatever she says.
Something about
like a million times a million. And then he just sits there and is like... Anyway. So we're doing the book sacrifice tag. Just to talk about books that we don't like at all.
Yeah,
we don't like
I have a bad habit of picking up bad books. I don't know why. I just pick up the first book's good. Yeah. Second book.
What?
And then third book. Fourth.
Until you just sit there and I go...
And then you just want to kill yourself.
And it's like the first book tricks you. It does. I'm probably going to get hate for one of my books, but you know what?
Who cares?
Suck it up. This is my least favorite book, not yours. So let's just get started. So the first one is an overhyped book. The scenario is, let's start off with the zombie apocalypse. Let's say you're in the bookstore just browsing when BAM! Zombie apocalypse. An announcement comes... Zombie apocalypse. An announcement comes over the PA system saying that the military has discovered the zombie's weakness is overhyped books. What book does everyone say is amazing, but you really hated? Do you start checking out the zombies, knowing that it will count as an overhyped book and successfully wipe them out?
So, first book in the series in here, because I gave it to her so she can read it. I already read most of them, but I quit.
I haven't even read the series, and I know it's terrible.
But this is the fifth one?
Fifth one.
First four. And Hunted by PC Cast and Kristen Cast.
That's gotta be
The
awkward.
first one is marked.
It's House of Night. This is the fifth one. And I know that I haven't even read the series, and I know it's terrible. I've heard that it's really bad.
And you know what? They could have ended it at like this a certain amount of books, and all would have been happy. It just been happy ending, beautiful book. But no.
I heard the first four are like really, really good, and then after that it just goes. Okay, so the next scenario is a sequel. Let's say you've just left the salon with a smashing new haircut, and then boom, torrential downpour. Which book or which sequel to a series are you willing to use as an umbrella to protect yourself? My book is New Moon by Stephenie Meyer. I love this series, and I remembered loving this book while I read it. But after I finished, I was just like, what the heck did I just read? This was
just crying the whole time.
She's literally just, oh, Edward, if I can't have him, I'm gonna die. And it was just...
It's a regular little teenage breakup.
It was just bad. I'm willing to sit there and go like this with this one for my hair.
And then, speaking of zombies...
Zombie apocalypse.
Dearly Beloved by Leah Habel. It's right there. It's about a zombie apocalypse. So bad. The first book, it was so good. Action, everything, adventure. This book, it just talks about them doing stuff, but they never do it.
They're like, hey, we should do... Oh, never mind.
Or then
go get a coffee instead.
Or then the main character's crying about how she can't do anything to save the world.
Just do it. Okay. So the next one we have is, it's a classic. Now, we don't have the classics with us, because I read mine in school and I have no idea what hers is. But the classic thing is, you're in a lecture and your English teacher is going on and on about how this classic changed the world, how it revolutionized literature, and you got sick of it. And you got so sick that you just chucked the classic right in his face. Because you know what? This classic is stupid and it isn't worth it. And it's worth its attention just to show everyone how you feel. What classic do you chuck? I read mine, and don't get me wrong, I love it. I love the story of it. But I would be gladly to get rid of it because it was... Wasn't that it was poorly written? No. I don't know what it is. Because it was a good story, and it's a good thing that we had it, but it was just bad. And it is Night by Ellie something or another. It's all about the Holocaust, and that book Don't get me wrong, it's a good story and it's a good meaning, but I'm sick of that book. I don't want that around anymore. I will gladly chuck it at the teacher.
And I don't really read a lot of, actually I don't read any classics at all. I'm
Me
trying
neither.
to, I'm going to, but
I don't read a lot of classics, but that's the only classic
that,
I read.
I'm just going to go with her on that one then.
Yeah.
Here's my story.
It was, okay, just let's get on to this one. I'm gonna get so much hate for this one, but you know what? I don't like it, but you can.
We're not
You can
judging
like
you.
it.
We're not judging you.
You can like it, but I personally don't. And I don't know about
You
with
wouldn't
her.
know mine.
No. Okay, so your least favorite book of life. Let's say you're hanging out in the library when BAM! Global warming explodes and the world outside is a frozen wasteland. You're trapped and your only chance of survival is to burn a book. What book do you run to? Your least favorite book of all time. What do you not fully regret lighting on fire?
I personally would have a couple books, but I can only have one.
You would have a whole series.
I'd have a whole fucking series. I'd have so many books, but
It's this series, the Soul Seeker series.
Mystic by Alison Noel, and this is the
I think it's the third.
this is the third one, and you just
She would burn that whole series.
because it just first book like always good, second book I guess it's okay, but there's a lot of going in saving the world failing, going in failing. Oh no, you failed.
It sucks for you. You
You
failed.
failed.
And then mine, I haven't even finished this book. I read up to like halfway, and then I listened to it on audiobook on YouTube, and I didn't even listen to it. It was like background noise. I listened to some of it, but I haven't technically finished this book, and it is Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins. I love this series. I love the first one. I had just watched the movie and I read it and I loved it. Catching Fire, my favorite one. So excited for the movie. And then this one came. Right off the bat, I started hating it. I was reading it in school and reading it all over, and I was like, yeah, this is going to get better. The series is good, and I just kept reading it. I wish I just threw it away because it wasted my life.
I liked it, but Katniss was kind of pissy. She was kind of just, she kind of, I love Harry Potter, but she kind of turned into Harry Potter, because Harry Potter kind of got really sad, like, I don't want anyone to die for me, all that stuff. It's not all about you! You
Megan
might
was
be,
kind of like that. Megan was kind of like that. In the
yeah,
series.
I know. I don't like when characters say, oh, just because you're the one who has to save the world doesn't mean that everyone's dying for you. They're dying for themselves and for everyone else, not just you. You're the one saving the world. That's all.
You're just the chosen one.
You're the chosen one. That's all.
But
That's all I'm gonna say.
so this is the book sacrifice tag. I'm sure we would have a lot more, but this is what we came up with on such short notice. And I'm sure we're gonna do another tag. I don't know.
Who knows? It's a tag marathon!
We just did lick it or stick it, and that was fun. It's gonna be a long video. Sorry about that, guys, but we will
Fun.
link it below. And catch us in another video. We might do another tag. Bye. Bye.